It's a hot show, and I don't know how it's gonna go. It's a hot show, and I can't guess what's gonna happen next. So come on and join in. Let's do the hot show. Howdy, and welcome to the hot show. I'm Hot the cat. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Meow, meow, meow. Here today. Thanks so much for watching. We are here today to celebrate a very Shelton birthday. Shelton, welcome to the hot show.
Thanks, Hot the cat. Happy to be here.
Great. My volume was all the way down. I couldn't hear you for a moment. How are you doing today? How's your birthday been?
My birthday's been pretty great. I went on an adventure to the Field Museum with my friends.
How nice. How nice.
It was really cool. We learned lots of new things.
What's one thing that you learned?
Um, There were lots of things, so I'm trying to remember specifically. There's a word for all the islands that. Oh, also I learned that different kinds of melanin in our skin develop from the color yellow, I guess. Something like that. And also there's what was the name for all the islands that are in that triangle in the Pacific Ocean?
Where at the top it's Hawaii, and down at the one corner was Easter Island.
Yeah, and then all the way to the other side.
All the way to New Zealand, and it was all Polynesia.
All Polynesia, and I learned lots of different things about that area, which I had never learned before.
Yeah, there were. I'm gonna, in case anyone was wondering, I was at the museum as well. It was pretty exciting.
It was cool.
It was really nice. It was a really nice time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. My legs are so tired because I walked around in the museum and then I never sat down, and then I also I walked a long way and enjoyed some of the afternoon, just walking around on near the lakefront over by Buckingham Fountain, and I saw one of my favorite birds, which was so cool.
Who's one of your favorite birds?
I saw cardinals are cool on their own, but I like seeing cardinal couples.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I told you about this when I first started taking pictures and sharing them on the hot show, that the male and female cardinal, they flirt, and they'll flirt by the man bringing the female cardinal a nuts that it finds or seeds. And I saw it do that, and I was like, and then in the midst of that, I saw the Wienermobile go past in the background, and it was just like, oh, I love it. It was so great. It was like a combination of two of my favorite things.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know why the Wienermobile just brings me so much joy, but it just a giant smile appeared on my face, and it was lovely.
Now, I see a wizard prisoner in the chat. I hope everything's okay. I hope the wizard's treating you well.
Or unless you're into that, then
Well, yeah, I mean, treating you well, how you want to be treated.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, it's Amy's birthday. Do you know Amy, Wizard Prisoner? Do you know who this is, Amy? Or Shelton?
I have like a feeling, but right now I refer to them as Wizard's Prisoner.
Wizard Prisoner. Thanks so much. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh geez.
I've been here for 1,500 years. Please help me escape. Okay, well, what kind of wizards have you been captured by?
Yeah, that information will really help. Uh, I got a little thing. While we wait on the response from Wizard Prisoner. Somebody's here, and it's Max.
Hi, Max.
Hello, happy birthday.
Thank you. It is a happy, happy day.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, you look profesh with your new mic.
It's not new. I just haven't used it for a while.
It's a little quiet.
It makes your voice sound really, um, what is it?
Really, what?
Well, now you're really loud.
Yeah, you're screaming over here, sir.
It makes my voice sound really what?
Professional, I think.
Special?
I said professional.
Oh, I see.
So I hate to interrupt this quick introduction here, but I do have another little song I'd like to sing, if that's all right. Just because this is somebody that we've
Hi.
has never been here before, and I'm really interested who this is going to be. So somebody's here. It's Anna, Ian, and Levon.
Hello.
It looks like they're muted.
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
Welcome to the show.
Happy
Hello.
birthday, Amy.
Oh my god, hello. Oh my god. Yeah, happy birthday. Oh my god. You said Levon's on the chat. Is he
Yeah, look at
napping?
him. Wait, how do I turn the camera around? We're boomers. How do we turn it around?
So how do you know
hold
Amy?
and I'll hold the baby?
Guys, this is the first time I'm meeting my best friend's baby.
Oh wow! How exciting!
Really? Wow.
Do you
Oh
mind?
my god, I'm gonna cry.
You-
He's so cute.
Do you mind if we make him big on the screen?
Yeah, make him big. He's little now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. He looks just like the two of you. I'm just crying.
Go.
Big
Look at
happy.
you.
Cheers. Oh. Stacy's in the chat. She says hi, Levon.
He says happy birthday too.
Oh, thank you.
We can't wait to meet you.
Oh,
He can't wait to meet you.
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. He looks just like both of you. It's like you took two of your cells and you made a tiny little human. Oh my god, sorry, I'm just crying. I'm so excited. Wow. Do you have any hot parenting tips for first month of baby for anyone who might be listening?
I don't know. There's going to be poop and pee everywhere. That's not really a tip.
We did do an episode on the hot
Accept the mess.
Accept the mess. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh.
And
Ooh.
teamwork.
Teamwork.
Hot tips from
I
the
think accept the mess is a good
Anna and Ian house.
attitude to always have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so precious.
I'm gonna put it down.
So how old is he?
He's 4 weeks old today.
Wow, that's so young. What a little tiny person. I think this is the littlest person we've had on the hot show so far.
Wow. You hear that, Levon?
You're famous. Littlest person on the show.
So how do you two know Shelton?
I've known Amy since we were kids, like adolescents. Amy was the best person in my wedding.
Great.
Yeah.
That's kind of rude to all the other guests.
Yeah, they gave a beautiful speech. Remember that?
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
It included, I feel like as the best person, you have to include like a slightly embarrassing story about either the Wizard's Prisoner says Amy's the best person every day. Thank you, Wizard's Prisoner.
It's very nice, Wizard's Prisoner.
Potato Lady also said happy birthday. I love you, Potato Lady.
And she said, have a potato cake.
Yeah, have you had a potato cake yet?
I feel like I've had a latke. That's kind of the same thing. I remember my best man speech. I feel like I was so nervous and I just kept talking and talking, but that's kind of what I do normally. And I I shared this story about how the first time I ate a pot brownie, I didn't know what to do, so I called Ian because I was just like too high. And and then I thought that I had like, I think I've told other people this story. I don't know if this has gone viral yet, but oh well. My dorm room was decorated like Monsters Inc. And they were all like silver doors that had dots on the top. And I thought that every time I opened a door, I was like going into a portal and like a new like personality space. And like you kind of are, because like in dorm rooms, people like decorate it and it's like everybody's like whole personality is in there. And I just remember just being like, I had done what everybody does when they eat a pot brownie is you eat the first half and then you like are, I don't feel anything an hour later. And then you eat the second half and then you're like, man, everything is interesting. And I am stoned. So that was fun. And the speech probably went a lot better than I just rephrased that right now. And I don't think I included that. I think I just said the part about when you eat a pot brownie. And then I called you and you were like, have you eaten? Have you drank some water? So you're now taking care of a human life that has to remain homeostasis, which is nuts. Have you slept at all? How you doing?
You know, I mean, the quality of sleep goes down substantially, but
Right.
you get used to that. And I'm back at work now, which has been, you know, taxing. Work always is, but it's not so bad. You just get used to it. It's just different, I would say, as anything else.
Oh, you had to go back to work only 4 weeks after having a baby?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Capitalism is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, even in a lot of capitalized countries, you still get family leave. So I think ours is especially bad.
Yeah, it's true.
He owns his own business too.
I do.
Oh, yeah. That makes it hard.
Yeah.
What's your business, if you don't mind my asking?
It's like a home improvement business. Our cash crop is painting. We do a lot of painting and some finished carpentry and stuff like that.
If you're welcome to throw in a quick commercial if you'd like.
Yeah. Do you have any commercials?
Oh, you know what? I'm working on the edit. No, I actually don't have.
You should include your baby. That always works.
Pretty good. That's good.
Cute baby in front of like
Like,
a paint job.
We need money to pay for this baby's food. And that's why you should, patronize our business.
Yeah.
Ski Stace adds, Ian is talented AF, and he is, because he can make anything out of wood, or anything that was garbage can become something amazing.
Even potato skins. That's a shout out for Potato Lady.
I feel like potato skins are good on like just roasted, like.
Oh, really?
If,
That's a cool idea.
if you can like put them. Okay, what I like to do is like you can like slice them out and then put them on like You can put them on top of a salad if you're interested.
Really?
Um,
That's a good idea.
not my skin, says Potato Lady.
I thought she said not my skins.
That's what she said. That's what she.
That's what she said.
I don't know. That's kind of hard to say quickly. Steve Carell taught me better than that.
So, Ian, on this show, one of the major questions that we have is, what animal are you? Is like you see, I'm a cat. It says so in my name here. And I don't know what these other people are today, but I'm usually a cat. So, if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
Oof, that's a tough question. That's a tough question.
Should I go to someone else first?
Yeah,
I want to know what animal you think your baby would be.
he's a monkey for
A
sure.
monkey? Oh. You know what?
Really that you know.
That reminds me of something that I found very interesting, that humans are actually considered great apes.
Yeah.
I mean, I always knew that we descended from apes, but we're not just descended from different types of apes. We are considered a type of ape.
We are weird monkeys.
Checks out.
Dude, monkeys, when they do weird human stuff, it's amazing. Like, I like, have you seen a monkey ride a bicycle? I know that takes a lot of training, and it's probably, like, not great for the monkey. But
It takes a lot of training for people, too.
to ride a bicycle?
Yeah.
For sure. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say, I feel like we're getting a little off topic here. I want to know what animals you all are. Tonight.
I feel like today I feel like a gopher.
Go.
I don't know why, but I feel like I always identify with a rodent character. Like,
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, you've got that connection with Gulliver.
yeah.
How often would you see your guinea pig?
I think there was only a guinea pig during the guinea pig episode. Maybe. Which I wore a t-shirt that Ian got me that said I heart guinea pigs on that episode. It was a joy. Thank you for that t-shirt. Ski Stace says Amy is a golden retriever most days because of my severe ADHD.
I do think that you've come on and said that you're like a dog before.
I feel like there's a difference between like the dog personality and cat personality. I'm definitely a dog. For sure. But I feel like I felt like I was a gopher today because I was like running around a lot and then like popping out of places to take pictures of things. And that was
I could see a gopher doing that.
a gopher would be a great photographer. Man, that cup is so cool. Have you figured out what kind of animal you are today? Or Matt, you know what kind of animal you are?
I'm sorry. I think I'm a raccoon. I figured it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome.
We get some good raccoons on here. This is a very raccoon-friendly show.
Good. Thank you. I just got some flack because they're solid. They're hardy animals. They're marsupials, I think. Is that right? Can anybody fact check me on that?
What'd you say?
I think
Flag-
they're marsupials.
I'm a live fact checker, right?
What about marsupials? Sorry, you cut out.
Are raccoons marsupials?
Yeah.
No, they're just normal mammals.
Is that right? Well,
I
regardless.
think possums are the only
Awesome.
marsupials that live in North America natively.
Right. I mixed-
They are not rodents or marsupials,
You Googled the same thing I did.
but they are very similar.
Okay, so regardless, I stand by my statement. Not a marsupial, but definitely trash panda.
Well, hot
You're-
take from Wizards of
Raccoons
the
are dogs.
Raccoons are dogs.
No, they're not.
Not the opinion that I've,
The
Come on.
wizard.
If we want to go that route, I think raccoons are like in between dogs and cats.
I think
I
that
don't know if I
But
was
actually, they're more bear-like, really.
tiny
I feel
bear.
like if one of those little monkeys that exist like had like a baby
Like
somehow
a lemur.
with like some sort of rodent. I saw a lemur the other day. It was so cool.
Really?
Yeah, I was at the zoo because I was doing
Oh,
photos
cool.
of a family at the zoo, and then it was a free day, so I just hung around the zoo. And my
Mm.
friend feeds penguins, or like he was feeding the penguins, and I messaged him like, "Hey, what you doing?" And then I got to see these funky birds that had mustaches, which I think they're called Terra. Oh, hold on, I got this. Man, 29, you just forget the names of things so quickly.
Yeah. As soon as you hit 29, that's exactly when it happens.
You know,
Just
I will say it's more than when I was 18 for sure, or at least 19.
Now, Anna, would you say that you are a certain animal, obviously, or do you have to think about it also?
I think I'm a cat.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a cat, and we understand each other.
yeah, I mean, it's just great being a cat. We have another cat here hanging out with us.
Otter.
Gelatin?
Otter. It's not a great view of him, but I'm a little afraid to move it too much. Yeah.
that's good.
Is there a song for Otter Time yet?
There is a little video. I could try to pull it up. I don't exactly remember where I put it.
Oh, well, if you haven't find it. I see that both cat and raccoon aspects. Wait till you hit 30, your knees and back give out.
Oh, you only have one more year.
Well, I'll get all of my fast action sports in now.
Like soccer.
Skydiving,
Oh.
all of those things. I don't think I ever really want to do that. You've done that, right, Ian? You
Yeah.
did that for your like 18th birthday or something, right?
Was it? Maybe, I think so.
Would you recommend it?
Highly. I recommend it highly to most anyone.
Would you say that it is like how much of it was like I feel like I'm gonna shit my pants, and how much of it was like woo, pure joy?
I would say the scariest moment for me was getting on the plane on the tarmac. You know, it's this kind of like just little like tin can of a plane. No, seats or anything in there, but it was a dual propeller, dual engine plane, and it was loud as hell. And then that's when shit was real. When you were like getting on the plane, I knew once I was on the plane, I was like, all right, this is it. And then it gets to the point where you're so high that I think like above the ground that it is beyond.
Like, sorry, I thought
If
you.
you're also so high, I'm sure it might be a different experience. It might be terrifying, but it's beyond the relativity. Like there's not much that you've experienced up to that point that is as close to being that high and like jumping. There's no relativity, so it was
Right.
less scary than I thought.
Hmm.
And very fun.
All right, I'll take that into account on my list of adventures that I need to do before 30.
Do it.
Yeah, I feel like there's this weird pressure to like get in shape or something, or like get your life together by the time you turn 30. And I feel like I'm doing good on that invisible scale that I've created for myself that everybody does. But there's a couple things on the checklist that I would like to improve. Yeah. Anybody else 30? You're all older than me, right?
I am older than 30.
You toots. You old toots.
Yep. I would say
Except for Levon.
been fine. It has been fine being over 30. I don't know.
Right. Cool. Well, looking forward to it. I can still do certain stretches, and I don't have back problems yet. So,
Well, you have a year.
I did really like being 29. I thought that was a good year.
I said that I was turning 29 at work, and everyone laughed which I thought
Why?
was funny because I think that that's the age that people say that they are when they're 30 or
Oh, right.
they don't want to.
So you're just turning 29 again.
But there was also a side comment where this guy who's like in his like late 50s said, Ski Stay says, I'm a 95-year-old trapped in a 30-year-old's body. And Ski Stace is an old grump.
Oh no, how can we help him get out?
How do we help you get out of that 30-year-old
How do
body?
we free you?
We have some prisoners in our chat tonight.
Yeah.
Uh,
We also need to get the wizard to escape from.
yeah, I really want to make sure we can help you out with that sometime. If not,
Yeah, please tell us what kind of wizards that captured you and where the wizards might be located.
unless I do understand that maybe the spell on you allows you, like, you can't really talk about it.
Perhaps. Maybe they just need help. Maybe it's an internet connectivity issue. Yeah. I am trying to figure out what the licked
Oh wow!
floating isles.
The Lich. I like the phrase "the Lich of the Floating Isles." Let's put that back up for a second.
Yeah, that's apparently who's imprisoned our wizard's prisoner friend.
Sounds like a beautiful place. Maybe you could just enjoy it.
I mean, I don't know if liches are really all that nice.
Way to vent the flame, buddy.
Is it a coincidence that Lich and Witch rhyme?
He said he's a total dick. So
Oh,
how would one get
is this just like a metaphorical
Brent is wild here.
imprisoning? Like imprisoning? Like you seem to be renting. Do you just like kind of feel like you're a prisoner of the like rental system, or are you like actually imprisoned? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The way you're talking, I don't know that I really think you're a prisoner of that witch or that witch.
It sure feels like it, Wizard's prisoner.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly who that person is now, and it's bringing me some joy. I will send potatoes. Do you know that you can send a potato in the mail? Can we pull? How do we? Can we pull it up on the chat? I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. You can put a mailing address on a potato and send it.
Just like not.
Oh, cool. Do you have to put a stamp on it?
Yeah, probably several stamps.
How do you attach the stamps?
No, hold on. I'm gonna Google potato in the mail because it started a trend where lots of people would put random things in the mail that you're not supposed to put in the mail. However, my favorite. I'm gonna share my screen because this is the greatest picture on the internet. Potato in mail, and then there's gonna be another tab which is I'm not gonna share, but we're gonna be excited when we see it.
So Ian, how much sleep would you say you've gotten in the last 24 hours?
24 hours, not so bad actually. So I didn't have a job today. All I had to do was write estimates, give estimates. So pretty light day. Nothing. I didn't have to like leave my house later in the day. So I would say I got a solid. Let me think about it. I went to sleep probably around like midnight, a little after midnight. Woke up at like 7. So pretty healthy 7 hours with about every 3 hours waking up to a little bit of crying, some pooping and peeing. Classic lineup. So
That sounds like a lot to wake up to. And
Why are you crying and pooping so much?
I've been crying and pooping a lot just because it's a great pastime. It's a classic way to kind of let your emotions flow freely.
It's nostalgic.
I feel like parents. We were talking about this on the poop episode, but like the way that there's a chart that you can look at. You guys are on week 4, but like there's a chart that you can look at for your baby's like poop to see whether it's healthy or not. And like
You can look at your poop chart too.
yeah,
It's actually more accurate than a horoscope.
Can you mail your poop like a potato though?
I actually think that's very illegal.
You can send poop in the mail, like to someone's house.
Can you text me your address?
You know why? I thought you were asking a serious question for a minute. I was like, what?
Let me know when you have it up.
You can send different kinds of fecal matter from different animals, and
Not people.
depending on how much you hate the person. This is one of my favorite things on the internet.
Sending a turtle a mail?
It's the way that it's labeled that makes it so funny. Live harmless reptile. And then its face.
Yeah, it doesn't look very harmless.
And the lady that's looking at it is just like, why did I choose this as my line of work? But also like, how? Why? I have so many questions. This came during the potato mailing influx that happened. Potato in the mail. You can send a random potato, and
Potato lady, you could mail yourself too.
Yeah, potato lady, you should definitely do this. There's also a website called Potato Parcel where you can select a customized message and put it on the potato to send someone. But if you do just want to send a potato in the mail, you can do that. It just has to be like the correct shipment amount and like whatever nice thing you want to say. Thought you would enjoy this potato.
There was a time when people would mail their children.
No way.
No, it's real. They did it.
Here's a potato.
Real lady definitely would.
People really did mail their children.
I don't want to talk about that. That sounds scary.
Why is it scary?
I don't know.
Well, why did people mail their children?
They would like mail their children when they went to visit their grandma or something.
That's what we
So
should
they
do.
don't have to like fly on an
It's
airplane
cheaper.
with them.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I was before airplanes, I think, or maybe
Why
not.
didn't anybody send me a
but
potato?
a
for
long
my
time
birthday?
ago.
My grandma sent me a card.
Oh, that's nice. Isn't that better?
I feel like the potato would make me laugh. So anybody who wants to remember this, potato lady says, "I will mail my children."
Well, you can legally.
We love you, potato lady. Our number one most devoted. I would like to share
Potato paste.
the birthday card that I got from my grandmother, who I love so much. Thank you, Sue Ellen. Happy birthday. You take the cake, so I wish you would be the very best this special day. Anyways, the most important thing about this card, while I called my grandma and said thank you, there's a beeping noise coming from my insulin pump. Look at how oddly all of these letters are capitalized.
Wish you the very best for this special day and many more.
Word is important.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
because it doesn't make any sense.
it doesn't.
Wish you
Very best.
What the fuck happened there?
very
I'm
For
sorry.
a special day.
special day and many more.
And Mandy Moore.
Oh no.
I think maybe they just left out the D in Mandy Moore, and that's why that one is capitalized.
Makes sense.
Maybe they're a big fan of Mandy Moore. And
It's her birthday today.
What do you mean by this, ski stace? No,
explain further, Ski Stace.
grammatically correct for caps now?
Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm about to have my world
an
rocked.
English conversation.
Yeah.
You don't caps the and. Yes, but that's not what
If it was a title, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
that's a title.
the upsetness is
What?
coming from very and best.
But want. Like
But
there's no
and
want.
special and day. And many and more. None of those should be capitalized.
But like even if you were doing all of them, there's some that are still missing.
Yeah, like if you did every single one, so it'd be like I want the W here to be capitalized.
The want is missing.
You know what? It's my birthday.
I don't want any of those extraneous capitalizations. It makes it harder to read.
Your birthday. You can edit if you want to. Edit if you want to.
I feel like now it's okay because it's just the words that are in between that aren't, you know. This is probably the first time anybody's been a big enough wiener to be this confused about a card that my grandma clearly picked out. She called me. She goes, I couldn't find any other cards in my house, so I had to go to the store, and that was the first one I couldn't find. And I'm like, okay, grandma, like it's okay. You included a check. Just kidding. No, she is such a gem. I love my grandma so much. She's the reason why I keep saying love you bunches when I hang up the phone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Bunches.
Oh, it's Gulliver time. Is everybody ready for Gulliver munch time?
Oh,
What's
man.
Gulliver gonna eat?
Ski Stace. I already told Grandma about the grammatical error, and she loved it. She thought it was funny.
Gulliver munch time. Munch, munch.
What do you want to munch on today, Gulliver?
Ba-do-boo-boo. Now, I could be wrong about this. This may have been one of Shelton's other friends. But are you the one who could talk at length about Pokemon?
No.
Okay. I wonder who that was.
I've been trying to get James on the show for forever.
James. That was James.
Right now.
Oh, James.
I don't know James.
I know James.
Is there something that I'm not going to ask you to do this, but I'm curious if there is something that you could talk at length about.
What could I talk? I mean, paint and paint products and pricing.
Or today we went to Montrose Beach, and Ian surfs off of Montrose Beach.
Cool.
Kind of fun. I feel like not a lot of people
It is a
surf in Chicago.
niche.
What?
community.
What speech?
That's really cool.
He surfs off beaches in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like a crazy person.
Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of anybody doing that. I didn't even know you could do that.
It's
I think
really
we shared some photos of that happening on the show a long time ago, I think.
yeah. Amy did take some time.
Sounds
That's
fun.
really interesting.
Is
Very
it different from surfing somewhere else?
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely like in the culture, it's different. Like the people that are out there are typically
Crazy? Sorry.
No, they're just like normal folks, you know. It's more, I mean, wacky to some degree, but like a lot of like, you know, there's one of my guys that I surf with he's like a professor at University of Chicago, and then there's like some people that work one person that works in the mayor's office. It's just like regular people, the thing that they enjoy. But yeah, it's not so bad. I mean, it's different in that the people are nice, less like protective of the wall, like not. They're like some surf culture people can be a little bit protective of their space as far as like who's coming in and who's doing what, and people don't appreciate the experience quite as much as I feel they do in freshwater, where most of the folks that are out are really appreciative of every experience we get to have surfing, because it feels like an anomaly. So
But you also go when it's like freezing. I'm
Yeah.
curious, are there people who go out when it's not freezing, or you have to go when it's freezing because that's when the waves happen, right?
yeah, typically the waves
Oh,
happen.
that's-
There's like winds or weather, low pressure systems coming out of the northeast. So, which is usually when it's like shitty out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I can swear. I keep swearing. I apologize.
You have to swear, actually.
You can-
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not
have-
allowed to say anything if you don't swear at least once in each sentence.
Perfect. I'm equipped for that.
Good fucking deal.
Fucking-
Um,
Shit.
I have a really hard time not swearing, but I'm fine not swearing around kids. I feel like I can turn it off. But around adults, and sometimes even at work, I feel like I still say shit.
I don't really swear very much, but sometimes I do. And I
That's
do in
cool.
front of my mom, and she doesn't care, which I think may be unusual.
I think. Well, I used to go to a Christmas party at like an ex partner's house, and you had to
Swear.
wear pajamas. You couldn't wear anything nice. You like had to wear pajamas, and then you had to when you walked in the front door, you had to say the F word or a random swear word. And I
Why?
feel it was oddly therapeutic.
Fine.
It was like because you could just walk through and just like have that release of
So you don't have to worry that you're going to swear all night.
no, I mean you can swear as much as you want to the rest of the evening, but they want you to
Right.
know that it's not a classy evening and you're definitely allowed to swear and swearing is encouraged.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Also, it's really nice when like old people walk through the door or like somebody who's like in their like late 50s and they go fuck and it's like it's just funny or like I don't know, it's nice.
It is funny. I think that sounds very funny.
Ski Stays have added that us. So my sister used to live with my grandma and my aunt, and my aunt is a very nice developmentally disabled person, who is the sweetest person ever and like never swears. And then my sister moved in, and suddenly this insanely kind, innocent person started using all sorts of nasty words. And he cut us off in traffic, and she goes, "What a cunt!" And I was like, and I know exactly who to blame for this problem, and it's my sister.
It's Gulliver because you're turning the camera on Gulliver.
It was not.
Gulliver, why would you do that?
He could never swear if he wanted to. He's a joke. Look at Joe.
You don't think cute people can swear?
You mean like animals?
Parrots can.
Parrots can say all sorts of nasty things.
Yeah.
When I was at the zoo on Tuesday and I had the hiccups and there were birds mocking me. It was kind of funny, but it was a little rude. Like they would like mock my hiccups, and I have kind of weird high pitched hiccups.
I wonder if they have any concept of mocking or if they were just copying without any
I'm sure they were
judgment.
just copying because I don't think birds have like. There was a study about this. Anna, do you know the answer to this?
To what?
If birds can't like actually understand, they just mock and repeat behaviors, right?
Oh, I don't know, but I like that you think that I would know this.
I think some birds can understand things.
That's a real compliment. Yeah.
I think gray parrots can, but most birds I don't think can understand.
I think in
things.
many
crows
birds,
can do a lot of crows do a lot of crazy stuff though. Like,
Oh
crows
yeah,
are-
that's true.
we should just do a whole episode about crows because
Oh, yeah.
crows are so cool. Like they're
There's a murder.
I just do you know that sorry, I'm about to lose it. Prairie dogs, a group of them is called a mob. That's lovely. Crows are about as smart as a 7-year-old kid, like according to like a couple of different like research studies about like so like they can understand object permanence, which is something that like I can't do as an adult. It's different, because ADHD makes you like forget, oh, you're gonna get grumpy at me or you're gonna turn the keys. What are you gonna do? Sorry.
So I have a little song I'd like to play for you if that's all right with everyone.
Yeah.
Somebody's here, and it's me.
Eee!
Birthday!
Joining us. You just missed Gulliver Munch time. Gulliver Munch
Oh,
time.
hey, how's it going?
Hello, Max. Hello, Hot. Hello, Shelton. Anna, Ian, and Levon. I don't think we've had the pleasure, but it's wonderful to meet you and see the adorable babies. And birthday! Like,
Thank you. I'm gonna put Gulliver away because Gulliver Munch time has ended, and I don't want to get bitten.
Gulliver Munch.
Why would he bite you?
Munch.
Well, if he's bored and sitting on my lap in front of a laptop, he knows that one way to get away from my laptop is to irritate me, and that's the only. He doesn't really bite often.
Why does
but
he hate your laptop so much?
He just doesn't like being in a space where he can't like run around if he's not eating.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a normal.
little Apple logo on the back. He just wants to eat the apple.
Makes him jealous that he doesn't get to eat it.
One time I made a little maze where I put the cilantro in like around his thing, like around his container. And what I should have done
Like
is like
pellets.
just done like a slow-mo video from above
Oh.
of him like going around in the circle. But sometimes he'll bring it back to the spot that he was at, or other times he just follows. What? That's so weird. Was that a BRB?
That is really.
I love it.
I wonder what that is, where it came from, and the mouth is very odd. It's like you can't like have your lips like that and then also have teeth sticking out. At least I don't think so.
Wow,
You know,
I love
I've seen
it.
somebody without a mouth before.
You've seen a what?
I've seen somebody without a mouth before.
was it Deadpool?
No, it's a homeless woman that I am friends with. And she's normally on the corner of State, but she's really nice, but she doesn't have like a mouth, so she has like and she's missing teeth. So I feel like that
Was she born with that or was it acquired?
I feel like it might have been acquired by some sort of mishap.
When you say no mouth, can you elaborate on that?
Like, there's just like no mouth.
Like no teeth.
No, she has teeth. She just doesn't have like this.
Oh, like the skin part.
She doesn't have lips.
And then her nose kind of like goes inwards instead.
Oh.
But when I met her, and then for a while she was wearing a mask, and I feel like people didn't like see her face. And then like when like people stopped wearing masks, because often I don't know, but I was thinking like the mask might help someone in that situation.
That's why I like wearing a mask. Sometimes I don't want people to see my face, and I don't want to be self-conscious about my appearance.
Yeah.
So, nice.
I feel like I sometimes sing lyrics, like lip sing lyrics, inside my mask when I'm on my way home on the train when like no one's around me, and it's kind of nice for no one to know that I'm just like lip syncing in my head.
People should know that. I think
And on your head.
Yeah, you know what? I still probably look a little nuts, but I like to do that because it's fun.
Just
And it's
wear a
also-
parka and zip it all the way up. No one will be able to tell.
Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome.
That's helpful. There's a little baby on this episode. It's so cute.
He's eerily docile at the moment.
Is he just napping?
Yeah, he's just passed
I
out.
think
But
we're putting him to sleep.
Yeah, should we do some more exciting things to wake him up for you?
I have an air horn and some balloons that I can pop.
Sounds good. Maybe some firecrackers.
Have you guys ever been tempted to steal something like just because it seemed fun? Like, let me
Just to
clarify.
feel alive.
Let me clarify. So I was walking through Grant Park today, and apparently there's some sort of like, or just because it seems too easy to steal. Like, I think that's more what it is.
For
Because-
me, I don't want to steal something because I want people to be able to feel like they can trust people.
no, this was bananas. This is in Chicago. Okay, so I was walking through Grant Park, and apparently there's some sort of like hot chocolate run or something tomorrow or this weekend, whatever. They were setting up for it, and
Hot chocolate run? I'm sorry.
they run and then they get a hot chocolate. They don't know that you can just go to Starbucks. It's probably for charity. But
There's lots of vomit everywhere, just chocolatey throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of water on the sides, they just have cups of hot chocolate.
imagine trying to run with that.
Imagine burning your mouth or trying to like find out if it's cooled down enough to drink, because that's a big part of hot chocolate.
I feel like that's
So you're doing
there's a
that
lot
while
of
you're running.
logistics happening here that like I'm sure someone is in charge of, but based on the way that I walked through Grant Park today, I don't know. And I'm just gonna say this right now. I was walking down Michigan Avenue, and then to my right, there's like just a little like first what happened was that I walked past a ton of cones and I was like, man, those would be really great dibs cones. But I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not gonna support dibs on the internet. But all right, anyways. So and then there were a ton of microphones that were like giant, like you know those ones that like ready, set, and then like they can make all the noise, and they were just like in a box open, and no one was near them, and I was like, that would be kind of fun to acquire, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to take that, but then I moved and I was walking towards like the gate, because I couldn't figure out how to get out of this area that I had like been in, but anybody could have walked in there. It's not like there was like it was blocked off or anything, but there was just like a table with a laptop and no one near it. And I was like, you can't do that. This is like the city of Chicago.
My first thought in a situation like that would always be, it's like a test. And somebody's like got a hidden camera or something.
I'm not sure if that'd be my first thought, but
That's
It would
not
be
my-
my literal first thought, like instant. That's immediately what I think.
I think it shows good moral ground that I was like, you know, I'm not going to take this.
Yeah.
But there's another part of me that's like, somebody will though. Like
That I think is like,
not I'm gonna take it because someone will. Just like I'm angry at someone for trusting
oh
me,
yeah.
you know.
Well, hopefully somebody didn't. But I hate it when people are like, well, somebody's going to do it, so it might as well be me.
I agree with you on that. I wasn't in that.
Well, you obviously didn't do it.
You guys know how guilty I felt.
Unless this laptop you're on.
It's right here.
Actually, no, just kidding.
Well, did you guys give out any Halloween candy this year for Halloween? Because we were at our friend's house giving away Halloween candy to trick-or-treaters.
No.
And I really enjoyed seeing the like moral conflict that would come upon these kids when they were reaching for the like one piece of candy that they were supposed to get. You know, like the parents would be like, take one piece, and then you could see the kids being like, should I or should I not? Circle back around and see what they could get away with, and you could see like the wheels head of like, should I or should I not? It was really fun.
Were there any notable costumes that you saw?
There were a lot of the like inflatable dinosaur.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
the one? And we were
Mhm.
saying like I feel like there's a very specific type of kid who dresses up as the inflatable dinosaur. You know,
There
the
are
one
lots of
in
them.
class, right? Like they kind of make a lot of like offhand comments and like being like kind of loud in the classroom and don't really care who's around. And I made that observation to Ian, and then I see one of the kids in the inflatable dinosaur like slam into another kid. And I was like, proof right there. It's a specific personality. But I
was
respect it.
like, yeah, that's me. So much fun to be in. Like, and also like imagine like being two kids in the inflatable ones and then like running into each other. That seems kind of fun. And because you have like a cushion, as long as the other kid is okay.
We didn't have that technology in the 90s. It just didn't exist.
I remember
Inflatable things didn't exist then.
They,
a lot of
No, there was like the ostrich one where it looked like you were riding an ostrich. I remember.
that's
kids
like
having
definitely
that.
late 2000s, early 2000s.
Yeah. I don't think that was as far back as the 90s.
My parents' friends used to host like a Halloween party, and one time we hosted one, and I remember the dad and the mom like showed up as two outlets, and like
to a kid's Halloween party?
Yeah,
that's when it clicked in my brain. That's how that works.
that's
Like,
inappropriate.
it's horrible, but I feel like the fact that it was like science-y, like that I was like, oh, I get it now.
A little bit like Read the Room now.
Yeah,
Play your audience.
They call it the female and the male, don't they?
they do, the outlets. I used to
Which
work
is
at the
very
hardware
weird,
store,
I
and you
think.
have to like, you had to sort them, and I fucking I hated doing that. You know what? We can swear.
I think we've established that.
We've established. I think he's a little young to be worried about it.
Oh, right. There's a baby. I forgot about that.
I just said it so loud.
I mean, I don't want to
First
overstep.
word is going to be fucking. It's too late.
But like, you have to like when you're separate when you work at a hardware store, you have to actively like find all the little SKUs on there and separate them. And I was like trying to figure out it that way, and then check them. And instead, at one point, I was just like, I'm just gonna look at these and see what they look like. And then I figured out all the words for them. And it was a really rough learning experience on a Saturday afternoon. And this old lady made fun of me. She was like, oh, I remember this lady. Her name was Carol, and she was not nice. And she came over. She's like, you're just out there flirting with Michael. And I'm like, no, Michael is helping me try to learn all these words because you guys just threw me over here in the middle of like Siberia to sort these.
Fucking Carol.
God damn
Carol.
Carol.
I never liked her.
No.
Loki, no one liked her. She sucked. We all really like this old lady, Marlene, and I remember I did a speech about her when it was like my freshman year of college, and we did our intro speech, and you could do your intro speech about anything, and I did it about my first job, and I'm doing this bit. I don't care. It's my birthday.
Not enough people are named Marlene.
She was
Ooh,
elderly, and she reminded me of the lady that was in Monsters Inc. That was the grumpy lady that like would.
Oh yeah.
Mike was
Roz.
God, you
Roz, right.
go work again.
Her name was Roz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, her name was Roz, but this lady's name was Marlene, and every day I would come into work, she's like, so Amy, you got a boyfriend? And I would be like, no, Mar, I don't have a boyfriend. She's like, that's good. That's good. Stay that way. Like, and then she would like actively try to set me up with every male employee. And I was like 17, and like it was pretty funny. But she goes, that's good. That's good. Don't ever let your husband take you to the casino.
Did she say that?
And you never did.
Probably never go to a casino either way. But she goes, don't you go to that casino on the river. And she would say it in that tone. I'm like, oh
Is there
man,
a story behind that you're aware of?
huh?
Is there a story behind that you're aware of?
Her husband would gamble her money away. I think that's what happened. Like, but it's not as funny now.
Do you guys know the story behind the casino on the river?
No.
There's a.
Ozark.
Do you know it?
So, I don't know necessarily the origin of it, but the reason it's there is because the water doesn't count as city property. And so like gambling for the long, I think it's still this way, although correct, it might have changed. Gambling was not legal either in the state of Illinois or in the city of Chicago. And so it was this weird loophole that because it was on the water, you could gamble.
That is true.
Actively,
That was true in Iowa too for a long time, but they changed it, and now they have gambling, and it's really depressing.
yeah. But I will say it is funny that it's just like this is your weird loophole. And
I
then
know.
actively like
It's a boat.
It's just like it started as just a boat, but it is like a full-on building like now, but just river like runs like underneath it. And
Yeah, at some point, somebody told me that they were like making casinos that just had water underneath the casino, kind of like that, but I think even more fake because it wasn't a river.
The other loophole is Native American or like indigenous like land because it's not,
because that isn't considered American soil, I guess.
Yeah,
like they have control over the laws there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a different.
It might be because they vote, on Native American preservations. They vote in like elections and stuff like that. So it must be like it's got to be U.S. territory, but like its own sovereignty. Or
that's what it is. It's its own sovereignty.
Hmm.
I want to know more about how that works. We learned about lots of indigenous cultures today at the Field Museum.
You were at the Field Museum?
Yeah, it was.
I love the Field Museum.
I am now a member, so if you ever
come. Oh, wow. Cool.
Well, incidentally, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. We learned all sorts of cool stuff. And then we looked at cool rocks and gems and minerals. And do you know that scorpions are bioluminescent?
I did know that.
And I remember we talked about it on the show at one point, but platypuses also are bioluminescent.
I did not know that.
Or, is it bioluminescent? Am I using the right word?
Like they glow in UV light?
They glow
in UV, yes.
What's the one where it's bioluminescent, where it's like those
jellyfish?
It's like it's not jellyfish. There's like there's a beach where like
it's algae. It's an algae bloom.
Oh yeah, algae.
Algae is so freaking cool. I feel like if the world ends at any point, like it's algae and fungus that are gonna be like, we got this.
And bugs.
And bugs. And cockroaches.
And bacteria.
I am allergic to cockroaches, so I'll always have to live somewhere cold.
What does it mean to be allergic to cockroaches?
I swell up and die if one is ingested in any way, and or if it touches my skin, I break out in a really severe rash and need to go to the hospital.
Oh wow, that's pretty allergy.
Yeah, I got allergy tested, and they put like they put the little pricks in, and then they put the cockroach one. And normally people don't have like a really severe reaction to it; they're just kind of a little allergic. But then they had to redo the whole test because that one swelled up so much, and all the other ones near it had to redo. So then both were swollen, which wasn't fun.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard of a cockroach allergy.
Oh my god, this baby's so cute. I can't handle it. And he looks just like you. He's got your little nose. Or he's got Anna's nose. I'm trying to see.
How old is he?
He's 4 weeks today.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
One thing I noticed about newborn babies is they kind of seem to change who they look like over time. Like sometimes they look more like one parent, and then as they grow, they look slightly more like another parent.
Well, I learned on The Handmaid's Tale. Do you guys watch The Handmaid's Tale?
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it, but I know
it. Heard it's good.
They're in one of the more recent episodes. They said that that babies when they're born look more like their fathers, so that their fathers don't eat them or kill them, something like that.
Because he came out, 4 weeks ago, and I swear he came right out of there, and I
He
was
was looking tasty.
damn, that thing looks delicious.
That's funny. But what if he ended up looking like somebody else?
There'd be questions.
Like a different, like his real father, you know. Not saying anything, but just, you know, that would be a way to know.
Yeah.
Then
And then you would have eaten him.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there would be a really fucked up episode of Mari.
You are not the father.
I like that you're just talking about eating that baby, and the thing that Max just sounded disgusted about was Mari.
That was a laugh.
Sorry, I misinterpreted. I thought it was a sort of disgusted laugh.
Oh no. It was like a wheezing laugh.
Or a scoff, maybe.
Mhm. No, I just thought it was a funny joke about that episode of Mari.
There's so many. I used to watch it when I was homesick, and like I just feel like it was a thrill ride.
I hate daytime TV so much. It brings up like
Yeah,
the worst
terrible. We all know
memories.
it's terrible.
Like you're home and your babysitter is watching daytime TV, and it's like torture.
Well, we've been watching a lot of TV because we've been home with the baby, and we were watching, what was it called, like The Dark Side of the 90s or something like that. And it was going into the history of like the Jerry Springer show and basically Mari. And did you know
In
Jerry
Montel.
was it Jerry Springer was the mayor of Cincinnati?
What?
Oh, before the show?
What? Yeah, before the show.
That's like the opposite of like. Do you think like there are people who like are like, yeah, if you went back in time and you told people that that dude who had like The Apprentice ended up being president,
Oh,
like isn't that like, and like Ronald people, but I think people also like, yeah, we're not even gonna get into that because yikes. But like, but Ronald Reagan was apparently like a movie star.
He was, yeah. Conservatives love voting for famous movie stars and people on TV for some reason.
But I have heard that in Jerry Springer's case, he mentioned, he talked about how he wanted to go back into politics, and like they did like some like testing, you know, with people to see could you take him seriously as a candidate, and they said he'd have to stop his show, and he said no. I'm just
What did he think he was going to be in politics and still have the show?
Yeah.
That's
I think so.
absurd.
He's got time. He's got time for both.
Oh yeah, he has time to. I mean, I guess I don't know what he was running for, but I'm pretty sure I
President.
want like my representatives and governors to be focusing on that and not on their TV show.
Smart.
Sorry.
Well, start with
I know
that.
that's controversial, but I had to say it.
Smart, kind, responsible people. Everyone, please vote next week.
Oh yeah, God, seriously.
Everyone.
Also, you can go to mobilize.us to sign up to text, call, or even do other things to get people to vote once you're done voting. I can vote early because we get mailed our ballots here in California, and also a sample ballot.
All of
and
you?
Everyone. I didn't even have to ask.
Yeah.
Do that everywhere.
No,
They
yeah, it's direct
They
to you.
should do that everywhere. That's
you-
what happens when you live in a state where they actually want you to vote.
Mobilize.us.
Yeah, mobilize.us. It makes it really easy to sign up for some kind of volunteer activity that will work for you, whether it's calling or texting or letter writing. I've done all of them. You can also sign up for like activities where you get together with people, or you can do it at home, which is what I prefer. And also like door knocking. I've done that before, but at this point I really like to do it just by myself when I have like 20 minutes and text a bunch of people or call a bunch of people and then, you know, do it. But if you want to do it with people, you can do that too. Sometimes it's more fun. Like if you really go in and volunteer. A lot of the time they have snacks and stuff, so that's nice. And you can meet good people there too.
There's an episode of Parks and Rec where Andy, who lives in a pit behind his ex-girlfriend's house, starts volunteering a lot. And one of like the bits in it is just that he's only doing it because they give away a lot of food and always have good like food at volunteer events.
That's
Yeah.
why they have it. It's enticing.
Oh my god. Your mic is like first maybe it's like my keyboard or something because it's like really loud whenever I hear. Unless you're loud for everyone.
Maybe. I have the microphone right by me.
It's,
But if I'm too loud, you can turn me down.
It's pretty balanced over here.
Yeah, for some reason on my computer it's like like every time you speak. Love you, Max. Yeah, I think I told everyone about this app that's cool that like last week where you can be the eyes for blind individuals. I haven't gotten a call yet, but I'm
That's
excited
so
for when
cool.
I do. It's called Be My Eyes, and like anytime you just have to have the app on your phone. You don't necessarily have to have it open, but like there are a ton of volunteers already, so like I don't think a lot of people like, you know, unless you're like regularly like part of it, but like it called Be My Eyes.
Maybe more blind people need to know about it.
I wonder how to market blind people.
I bet Facebook knows if you're blind.
Maybe TikTok. I feel like there's a large blind community.
Oh.
Hey, dude.
E-message saying his laptop died.
Oh no.
Oh. Tell him I said, oh wait. Tell him I said, nice to see him.
That's nice. Ian, were you starting to say something?
Yeah, I might have to go clean this baby. I think there might be some mysteries.
Well, good luck with that poop, my friend.
Thank you.
Good luck with that.
It was so
Boo.
exciting.
You'll get to the bottom of the case.
Let me know. Oh my god, you're so cute.
Oh.
You.
Love you, Amy. Happy birthday.
Love you.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you. Congrats on your newborn.
Thank you.
All the best. Love you.
Love you too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I like the way you did that. My BFF since I was in 6th grade.
I was wondering, you said adolescence, and yeah, I was wondering what that meant. 6th grade, wow.
Yeah. We became friends because we killed a bird together. Or sorry, no, we saved a bird together. My bad.
Oh my god, what? How did you say
Very different.
killed
Very
instead
different.
of save?
We saved a baby bird, and then the next we saved a baby bird together because we found it without like its mom, and then like it was clearly abandoned. We brought it to this lady, and it eventually hatched as
Wow.
a bird. Don't know what happened to it after that.
She ate it because it didn't look like her.
Probably. And then we were fishing because the lake was too like my grandma lived on a lake and he was our neighbor, and the lake like was overflowing, so you couldn't like wakeboard, you couldn't ski, you couldn't like do like most stuff that was normally fun for us
Was
as
it dangerous because it was overflowing?
It wasn't like gonna overflow, but it was like you can't make a wake, otherwise it will like push into the like people's like backyards basically, and canals could like run over. So
Interesting.
it was just that there was too much rain, and so we decided to go fishing. This is the reason why I said we killed on accident, was because we saved a baby bird, and that's how we met, because me and him and all the neighborhood kids got together and saved a baby bird during a neighborhood party. And then during that summer, we decided to try fishing because we were so bored. and we accidentally killed a fish because it ate the hook and we couldn't figure out like how to get it out. And when we tried to get it out, like its like guts came out and we were both like so
Oh
horrified.
god.
And we were like bonded by the trauma of that. Which I find funny now because it was like literally like we were both just like screaming like ew, 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 that's its lung. Ah! And like I just think about it now like as like a seventh graders or something like that, like being like like what do we do, like, and you can't like call your parent and like because they're not there or whatever because you're like a seventh grader and like I don't know, it was just terrifying and we were like oh no, and then it swam away, but it had a rough swim away. It was not.
I wonder if it lived.
No, there's no way, man. I think we even saw it floating like later on, and I was like, shit.
That was a
No.
different fish. You killed that one too.
Huh?
I said that was a different fish. You killed that one too.
No.
I'm just joking.
There's like a thing, this is like culturally like weird, but like, you know, you have to like there with like indigenous like if you have carp in your lake, you have to like apparently like kill them because they'll ruin all like they'll eat all the other fish. And like
Are
the dead,
carp like invasive?
they're super invasive to lots of like smaller lakes. And a lot of times they end up there because like somebody has like a pond and they think that like when they get rid of their pond, you can just throw this fish anywhere. And if you do, then it will like eat all the smaller fish and does not leave room for like a healthy ecosystem. And it eats the smaller fish that like eat the moss that then moss ends up overgrowing. It just imbalances the ecosystem. But I remember like the dads in our neighborhood like used to have to go around and like spear them, which was like
Did they eat them?
no, I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think that they're good to eat. Let me double check.
Carp?
No,
Hmm.
they're not very good to eat.
How do you spell carp? Because can you eat?
Sea carp. It's like
Eat
crab,
carp?
but
Yeah, see, it's an anagram of crab.
mhm.
That's how
Okay,
you
so
know.
people who eat carp tend to favor eating it deep fried or baked. So it must taste not great unless
Well,
you deep fry it.
Huh.
Properly prepared carp can be good to eat, according to Panfish Nation.
So that sounds very qualified.
Yeah, I mean, Panfish Nation probably know what they're
Well,
talking
I
about.
mean, like they're qualifying it like properly prepared carp could be good to eat.
I
if
see.
you
I see what you mean.
do everything perfectly.
It seems like it would be the most ethical to eat an invasive species, though, right?
I definitely think so. Yeah, totally. Because you have to get rid of them.
Yeah, because otherwise,
But it's like,
ecosystem.
you know, don't let them just go to waste. Then again, I guess like they would be eaten by bacteria, so
Yeah, it's not
nothing
like
really goes to waste.
right.
I wonder if Potato Lady would have killed off an invasive root. You know?
As long as it's not a potato.
Do you think that Potato Lady likes sweet potatoes? Or do you think that
Oh, or like they have a rivalry. That's a great
Ooh.
question.
Yeah, or maybe a love.
Yeah.
A crush?
My grandpa used to call me sweet potato, and he had
Aw.
a southern accent, so it was so cute. Or sweet pea. He would say it
That's
like that.
funny.
Or no, I think he said sweet pea. He didn't say sweet potato.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you a potato or are you a pea?
Hmm.
He needs to make up his mind.
I think that Gulliver's Halloween costume is a sweet potato.
Mm-hmm.
I really
He's
want
definitely shaped like one. And colored like one.
my little sweet potato. I am what I am. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. I like the way
He
that
is very cute.
walks with his like little back feet. It like makes his little butt. He looks like a character in like the Lorax or something.
Yeah, little Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Huh.
cute.
No Skunky or other characters today.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't really had many of the regulars. I feel like the hot show has kind of been a little all over the place lately. So I feel like people haven't necessarily been able to make it. Of course, Garbanzo had a work change. Can't make it anymore.
Garbanzo bean.
Yep.
Oh man,
Garbanzo bean.
love a good birthday episode. Cheers, everyone.
Now,
This is the first birthday episode, isn't it?
It's the second one. Hot the Cat had a birthday episode.
yeah, we
I
did.
thought that was a chili episode.
I mean, it was a chilly episode, but we celebrated birthday. And there was one
Really?
time we celebrated Art Day, which the song for Art Day, Happy Art Day, sounded a lot like the birthday song.
I could be interested in making some art. Do you guys want to draw?
We could do that. The song is pretty easy to sing. Just go, Happy Art Day to you. Happy Art Day to you. Happy Art Day on the Hot Show. Happy Art Day to you. And many more.
Oh, actually,
And Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore, yeah.
Yeah.
We do need to sing to Mandy Moore and wish her a happy art day. I'm
And
really glad.
Mandy Moore. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back to get some art supplies.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me see if I can do this.
I'm coming back with art supplies in a second. I can't find my sketchbook. Where'd the sketchbook at?
Is that on him?
There we go. Are we allowed to sing the birthday song on the hot show? Is that cool?
Yeah, it's public domain.
Is it? Oh my god.
After a lawsuit.
Otter, you're so cute. Oh my god, there's two Maxes. This is gonna work out as well as I thought it would. We'll see. I hope that that friend made it away from the wizard.
The Lich.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
All right. Y'all ready to sing?
To sing?
Sing what? Sing what?
Ta-da! Happy birthday. to me. Cheers.
Sure, I'll sing happy birthday to you.
I want you to sing it in the weirdest way possible.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shelton. Happy birthday, to you.
Wow. That was lovely. I very much enjoyed that.
Was it weird enough?
It was weird. It was weird, but any amount of weird would have been great. But I think it was a perfect amount of weird.
Extremely,
I think you could always be weirder.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anybody that's like, you know what?
You've never met what?
Go 20 times weirder. You know what I mean?
I couldn't hear you, sorry.
So I've never met anybody that's like, I'm like actively being like, you know what? Go 20 times weirder.
You've never met anybody who said go 20 times weirder?
Like you meet somebody kind of weird and you're like, you could be 10 times weirder. But if you meet someone really normal, it's like, can you be weirder? Please. You know?
Which one am I?
You're a regular amount of weird, just like everybody else. You're definitely not God, you're
Normal.
so weird. Please be weirder.
I'm definitely not normal.
I don't think normal exists. I think that if you get
No,
to,
that is totally true.
I think that if you get to the core of every single normal person, they're like actually really weird. I've been on
I
enough
agree with
Tinder dates to know.
But I definitely think that there's a concept of normal.
Yeah. This is like totally melted. I'm gonna put it back.
That's the best way to eat ice cream.
It's overwhelming. I can't do it.
I love it, but I know that I'm weird like that.
It's just like there's not enough consistency to like even eat. It's not great. I'm gonna put it back on the freezer.
When I eat ice cream, I want it to be like eating a milkshake that melted.
I think it's because it's peanut butter that I'm just not enjoying that. Okay. All right, this is going back in the freezer. That was fun though. All right. BRB.
Well.
Somebody on Twitter posted that they were obsessed with my song unprompted and retweeted it. And that's the first time that's happened. Just some random person I've never talked to.
That's cool.
That's really
Yeah,
neat.
it was really cool. And then I asked her, like, why are you obsessed with it? And she wrote some really nice stuff. It was very cool.
That is cool.
I hope it's the beginning of that happening a lot.
I've decided that I want to eat something. So do that.
You what?
I'm gonna eat
Oh, that's a nice dinosaur.
Do you want to maybe draw a bottom for it?
Sure.
I'll make it a little thicker. Now, Max, I don't know if we ever got to what your animal was. You just started talking about weird monkeys, or that that humans are great apes.
Yeah, that's my animal.
Okay, you're a great ape.
Hmm. Literally.
Aren't you a great ape right now?
Yeah, always.
Always. One time you were almost a crow.
Yeah, but like literally, I'm always a great ape.
What? I'm kind of confused what you mean by that.
Because we're humans, so literally, we're always great apes.
I'm a little confused because I believe. Are you saying that I'm a human? Because I'm pretty obviously a cat.
Figuratively.
I'm not sure if you're understanding. I am a cat, literally.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Max, why?
What?
Why must you ruin the fun? This
Am I ruining the fun?
is a Korean corn dog.
What's a Korean corn dog?
Can you do a favor for me?
Mhm.
Can you hold that up in a way that it is the bottom of this?
I like this, and now I want to draw it like this. All right, I'm gonna get my sketch pad.
Oh, I was gonna take a screenshot.
Oh yeah, let's put it up real quick for a screenshot. Did you get it, Max?
Mm-hmm.
Share it with the rest of the family.
I guess that would have been useful. Here's mine.
Okay, wow. How long have you been drawing that?
Like 2 minutes or 5 minutes or something.
I'm gonna need a minute. Catch up.
Well, I better move further away. Yeah.
I moved closer.
Wait, do I draw the corn dog or do I draw the raptor?
I don't know, but can you take a screenshot of this?
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome. You can draw a corn dog or a raptor dog or whatever. It's up to you.
I kind of want to draw the corn dog,
Then do it.
but maybe I'll draw the corn dog between those two things. You know what I mean? Like it connects, like it's the middle between.
I'm going to draw a corn dog too.
How do I share this screenshot?
You can email it.
I don't think there was an email this week.
There was.
There wasn't.
There wasn't?
No.
Oh.
I was going to say that, but I forgot.
Yeah, there was no email.
Oh, maybe that's why there are people who haven't showed up.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I did text you saying, "Why is there no email?"
But I thought I thought I had sent an email. I just forgot.
Oh my god, this is so good.
What is it?
It's a Korean corn dog with mozzarella, and inside of it, there's a fish stick.
Interesting. I've never had such a thing.
It's delicious.
Here's my drawing of a corn dog.
Oh my god, that's so cute. You draw so fast.
Yeah, I do. See, it's a dog made out of corn.
I did see that.
I don't know if I can.
Good. I wasn't sure if it was clear enough.
Wait, I want to see it again.
I mean, I don't know.
It's like a corn cob.
I would say you should add some more corn for if you really want it. Because I don't know if I would have immediately guessed corn dog, but you say
like
corn dog.
more ears on it.
What's that?
It needs more ears.
More ears of corn?
Yeah.
But it's just a corn cob. Is it coming through yet?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think, Shelton?
I could maybe see it turned yellow.
Yeah, the yellow would definitely help.
That's what
I'm
I was thinking.
Try to draw the one from the screenshot that I took because I didn't get the email.
I don't think anybody did.
Yeah, I don't think I sent an email. Sorry.
All good. Dinosaur. I feel like we still reached a fair amount of people from the IG.
Yeah, it was IG that reminded me, although I don't think I would have forgotten. And then I was
those
looking
of
for my
you-
email for the link because I was like, that's where I always get the link. But I had to go to Twitter for the link.
That's what I went to Instagram for the link.
Oh yeah, that definitely does a lot, for sure.
I don't know how to make this look more like a corn dog.
Does it have a stick?
Yeah. Ugh. Drawing this little neck on here is kind of difficult. And drawing whatever little pants situation we put together. Apparently in 2 minutes. I feel like this took longer. Oh, Lord, wasn't looking at the page. Now it's a disaster. You know what? It's an adventure.
That's life is an adventure.
I like that it changed from disaster to adventure.
What do you mean it changed?
I had said a disaster first. And
Oh, I thought you said adventure.
I said it's an adventure after first saying it's a disaster.
Oh, I guess I just misheard you.
Misheard.
Hmm?
I just said misheard because I thought
Misheard?
misheard. It sounded funny to me.
Miss Bird.
Miss Bird. Miss Bird.
Yes,
Miss
Timothy.
Miss Bird whispered.
Yes, Timothy.
I don't know what you're referring to.
That's Miss Bird's voice.
Who's Miss Bird?
The lady that said, "Yes, Timothy."
Can we all draw Miss Bird?
I already am. So yes, let's all do that.
Who that is? Is it from SpongeBob or something?
No, we just made it up literally right now.
Oh.
Miss
Her
Bird.
voice is like me doing an impression of Marge Simpson.
I feel like this isn't as interesting for anybody who's not looking at this. All right.
Yes,
Oh, man.
Timothy.
I can't even imagine. Oh, that's Miss Bird. I didn't even know.
You draw so fast.
Yeah, I do.
This is what I have so far. Still playing catch up.
Cool.
You see the
Are you gonna?
You have to add
Are
the
you gonna? Are you gonna draw Miss Bird too, Hot the cat?
I am working on it right now.
Good.
I'm gonna draw my interpretation of what I thought Miss Bird meant. 'Cause
Good.
it's so fast.
I was hoping that me drawing it really fast didn't cancel that.
Yes, Timothy. I'm gonna take in your hair from your version of this food.
Yes,
So
Timothy.
she's like a bird. I like that.
No, I feel like actually, with that voice, I might have to do a little bit something else.
Like what? Like she has a cigarette.
That would be a good one, yeah. Um, if you don't mind, I have a quick song I'd like to play. Remember to hydrate wherever you are. Just find a tap water bottle, clear mountain spring, and let's take a drink. Drink 'em if you've got 'em.
I need to refill my water bottle.
Now is a great time to do it.
Yeah, but I'm too busy drawing.
Well, just remember to hydrate. I also, I have another little song I'd like to play if that's all right.
Sure.
Somebody's here, and it's Skunky.
Skunky Beaumont. Love
Hey,
it.
happy birthday. Or
Thank
whatever.
Or whatever.
or whatever. Thank you. It's been a nice day.
Good.
So it's calling.
Thank
Whoa.
Gesundheit.
I want
you.
to use that as an alarm clock for someone. Re-record.
For who?
Like go back into this episode, record it on my phone, and then make it an alarm clock. Someone can pick up.
You can do that. I give you permission.
Well, thanks. This corn dog was incredible, and I give it a high review.
Cool.
Also, it said may contain made in a place where like shellfish might be, and I feel like I always take that as they have to write that on the packaging. But I didn't die, so I'm okay.
So you're allergic to shellfish too?
Yeah, like really allergic. I was gonna start telling a story about how I so during my friend Ian's wedding, who I was the best man at, I was supposed to pick up the catering. And the only reason I ended up picking up the catering was because nobody else had a car and I rented a car. And I picked up, I was asked to pick up the catering and it was in the wrong location. They ordered it from like the next town over. And like, when I went to go pick it up, I was like, I'm allergic to shellfish. I know that there's a lot of shellfish in this. It's like literally from a place that like, it's like there's shellfish everywhere. You can pick out your live lobster. This is fresh. Like there was just like giant shrimp everywhere. And I was like, I'm surprised I'm not exploding right now, just being in here. And they put it all in my car, and we were almost to the wedding venue, and this car cut me off, and I had to slam on the brakes, and a ton of the shrimps came flying forward at me, and I thought I was gonna die, but it turns out that I only ruined 5 of the shrimps, and the rest were fine.
And you didn't die.
I didn't die, most importantly, and I still made it to the church on time.
Did you get affected by that shrimp?
It didn't touch me, so I was okay. Like, but I had to call the wife, the bride's. I had to call Anna's dad, and be like, I need someone to come over here and help me move this because I can't move it. And so I just started crying, and I was like ruining my makeup, and I was like, fuck. And also, like, I was the only groomsman that had to put on makeup, and I was like, why am I the person doing this?
Also, you have a deadly selfish allergy. So why were you the one doing that?
Because I'm the only one who had the phone numbers for every mom.
The question I have is, why was there loose blimps
It wasn't loose. It was just in a
like
container.
become airborne?
Yes, Timothy.
It became airborne because I had to I stepped on the brakes and because someone cut me off, and then it was in a container that was it clipped in, kind of it was nicely presentable in this little container,
Ah.
and
Yes, Shelton.
easily easy to transport. This is how it's looking so far. Somebody else go first. Max draws too fast and too detailed.
Made you big. Here.
Zoom yours in. I can't see her. I like that. That's very fun. She's like a bird, but also an old lady at the same time.
Yes, Timothy.
For Skunky, who absolutely probably can't see what's going
And for
on,
anybody who's blind.
or for anyone who's blind, what is happening right now is that we're drawing what Miss Bird would look like, who is her famous tagline is "Yes, Timothy."
And I interpreted that as a normal bird drawing. However, it's wearing I need to work on the heels. It's wearing heeled shoes and has feathers and little feathers that go upwards in the back and glasses like a Simpsons character. And hair like one of the smoker ladies' aunts in The Simpsons.
Patty and Selma.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take this down now.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
All right. Well, this is pretty different. Yes, Timothy.
So does she smoke while she's teaching?
Yeah,
I'm
she's having a rough time.
Oh my god, I screenshotted it as you were taking it away, so it looks haunted. It's
Do you want the real one?
Yes, but I will.
Yes, Timothy.
Yes, Timothy.
You need to see how spooky this looks. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Quick picture. Desktop. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right. Recents. Here we go.
Squawk!
No, Timothy! No! What the fuck do you want? Also, I like that her necklace to me, I know that it probably looks like pearls to you, but for me, I feel like it looks like one of those chains or the ones from the early 90s. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a choker?
Yeah, like a choker that commonly
I believe I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I love that it looks like that to you. I never would have thought of that, but I think that's cool.
I'm gonna try to draw this version.
So Skunky, how you doing? I think it's been a few episodes, been a few weeks since I've seen you.
Yeah, I missed the last episode because I thought Friday was Thursday.
Mm.
That happens.
Yeah, had a costume and everything.
Oh no! What was your costume?
Well, you just have to wait until the next costume episode.
That's the next
You
episode.
can build it around your costume.
You can't see it, but we're all wearing costumes.
I figured. Now, here's the thing. I really appreciate the
but now, who is Miss Bird?
You don't know who Miss Bird is?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
We just made her up like
Oh, okay.
a little
was
bit
also-
before you came on the show, I think.
I was
Yeah.
also.
Well,
and,
Oh yeah, Shelton was confused about
I
that
thought
too.
that it was like a well-known character because I grew up with that.
Don't you know Miss Bird?
Yeah, we were just
Oh,
improv.
from the Miss Bird show. Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, I've got to
Miss-
write all this down because everything we say about Miss Bird is instantly canon.
Oh man, Miss Bird and friends.
Her relationship with Mr. Bird, yikes.
Yeah. What a classic show. I mean, they just don't make shows like that anymore.
Yeah.
Mine
With
then.
her ex-husband, Mr. Bird.
I feel like this looks like the Miss Stacy doll from the way that I
you drew my.
That's cool. I like how her hair is really messy.
I don't know how she ended up goth, but I feel like it's part drawing skill and part
luck.
Part me thinking that it's a choker.
I kind of feel like your Miss Bird there is sort of like Miss Bird in her late teenage years.
Mm.
Yeah.
What if we?
Oh yeah, like that throwback episode with Mumbly Joe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I do.
What if we played a game of telephone where we draw each other's drawing?
Kind of what we're doing, I think.
Yeah, but we're not officially doing it yet. Somebody has to draw my drawing of Miss Bird.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I'll get right on that.
So difficult. Keep holding it up. You're not allowed to draw until we. Oh God.
You have so many great details.
Drawn so quickly.
You don't have to draw all the details.
I'm gonna do this with I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to not look at my page very much while doing this so that it goes faster. Because you just did it so quickly. Ooh. Oh, Gulliver just woke up from a nap and immediately started eating.
As one does.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've done that more than a couple times. Maybe even on a regular basis. Alright, I'll do this.
Okay.
What was the name? Mr. Mumbly what?
Mumbly Joe.
Mumbly Joe. This reminds me of a character from what is the show? The Rugrats.
Yeah.
There's something about this character that is giving Rugrats vibes.
Oh, cool. They had some cool character design in that show.
Also the reason why I know what Passover is.
Passover.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Yeah. I just also ran into a slight disaster.
Not even like kind of over here. It's just like there's just too many details that I'm trying to do too fast.
Yeah, you don't have to do the details.
Oops.
But how else would I draw your version of Miss Bird?
I don't know, just don't do some of the details.
Just wing it.
Only do the important details.
Which ones are important?
Thank you.
And that kind of is just up for your artistic interpretation.
Miss Bird is having a weird time now.
Can't wait to see these.
It's just, oh my god, it's so bad. I can't. I think the only thing I got kind of okay is the boobs.
Well, you're focusing on the details. The important details.
I don't even and then what's going on with her hand? I don't know.
What do you mean? What's going on with her hand?
Can't figure out where this weird lump is coming from. Oh, maybe
It's from the corn that I had to draw over.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. No wonder I ended up with a
Is that
weird
a
line.
skirt or is it shorts?
It's a skirt.
Skort.
But I guess that's kind of the cool thing. Like with the game of illustrative telephone, you could turn it into shorts.
That's fair. All right, this is a shit show.
No, we did the shit show
That's-
another night.
Yeah.
That's Miss Bird's second most common catchphrase.
Okay, this is a shit show.
I'm scared to show this.
What she says to her second grade class.
It's so bad.
Yes, Timothy. Yes, Timothy.
She looks more Simpsons-like, which I like.
I don't know, man. I tried. It's hard, okay?
I like it.
I'm terrified of it. All the
It looks like she has a black eye.
I don't know how that happened. Does she have eyebrows? Did you draw eyebrows?
No, she has like a winged eyeliner.
Eyebrows and eyeliner are totally different.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that her hair goes down past her eyebrows. And I drew them like she's a bald person because I drew the hairline first and I got confused.
Right.
Yeah, that was really the one detail that I thought was wrong. Oh.
I feel like her nose is so much bigger in that one.
Let me get the light.
And her boobs, too.
Yeah, her boobs are like really, really high, like almost like collarbones or
You're like,
something. Yeah. It's like they're helium-filled balloons and they're trying to rise. And then one of her arms is extremely big and deformed.
Honestly, look at the arm in your drawing.
I like the nose and the face and the hair, though.
I felt like I was doing pretty well with the face.
Yeah, I also like her hair because it looks like really, really dense and curly. Like really, really.
This
really,
is definitely
really
a different Miss Bird. Like it's Miss Bird in a very different context.
Maybe it's her
I had bangs.
sister.
I had to add bangs because it was so scary.
But yeah, the deformed, like huge hand, definitely was when I was like, "Uh-oh, this isn't good."
What was the other character, Mr. Slurs something? I'm gonna start drawing that.
Oh,
Mr. Bird and Mumbly Joe.
Mumbly Joe. I'm working on Mumbly Joe. I don't know why I started drawing a collar. I feel like somebody was mumbly. You know what?
yeah, Skunky. You brought up Mumbly Joe to begin with. Do you remember Mumbly Joe's catchphrase?
Something like that.
Great.
I
think you.
And don't forget about his obsession with smorgasbords.
Oh, who could forget?
He's always like the only time you can ever understand him is when he says a smorgasbord.
Solid.
And then he like runs away from anything that they're doing, which can cause some problems when they're trying to execute a scheme. Like that time at the casino.
Oh yeah, where the scheme, they were executing the scheme of trying to execute Mumbly Joe's.
Oh,
Is
geez.
that Mumbly Joe?
Amazing.
Why
Right,
is
hold
his
on.
hair like that?
Just hold him.
It seems like
that for
somebody
a
who
second.
is humbly.
What's the backstory to his hair?
He decided that it looks like he feels cool that he was electrocuted.
Oh.
That's just the. Has he been electrocuted, or is it just the look he's going for?
He might have been electrocuted,
Nobody knows.
but nobody knows because no one can understand.
Yeah.
Actually, Mumbly Joe has a translator that's a friend of Miss Bird.
Named.
Timothy.
Timothy is one of her students. Is there another character named Timothy?
Nope, it's the same one.
For Timothy is just the only one that understands him.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And he can just speak Mumbly Joe perfectly.
So he can speak to him in his language. Can Mumbly Joe understand anybody else? Or
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mumbly Joe can understand everything, and I think he understands everyone more than anyone at all.
really?
He might even be really smart. He
Yeah.
just seems a little crazy.
But nobody knows because nobody understands him except for
Oh.
Timothy.
But he may understand everyone more than anyone ever knows.
Oh, wow.
Timothy thinks
And it is
he's
hard to understand Timothy too, you know.
maybe it's his father.
Oh, that would make sense.
I
Who's
feel
Timothy?
He needs eyebrows.
Yeah, I think that could be good.
I'm gonna add eyebrows.
Okay, now hold that up, and I'm gonna draw my drawing of your drawing. Hot the cat.
Let me know about those eyebrows. I could add some eyebrows.
I want one.
We should all separately draw eyebrows. And then
Oh, that's a
see
nice idea.
how they turn out.
Oh, do you need me to hold this up more?
Alright, I added eyebrows.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Just hold off on your eyebrows, Shelton.
I did it already.
I mean, I didn't. You were pretty small.
Just don't show them to us.
How's driving going, Skunky?
It's good. Guess where I am?
Iowa.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nope.
North
Nope.
Dakota.
Are we
Nope.
supposed to keep guessing?
Okay, you can put it down now.
Do you stay in a region?
Iowa.
Nebraska. Colorado. Alabama. Arkansas. I do love my mom and pa. Not the way that I do love you. Holy moly, me oh my. You're the apple of my eye.
I think it
Never
would be-
loved one like you.
Don't you think it would be a better lyric if it said, "You're the apple of my pie"?
No.
No.
3 downvotes.
What?
I said 3 downvotes immediately.
You didn't say no.
Everybody said no.
The people have spoken.
Fine.
I think Mumbly
Well-
Joe also agreed, but it's hard to tell.
Blah.
Are you guys
But
done
Max,
with your
I'll tell you
eyebrows?
something. That
What?
you're the
I'm the F.
You're the apple.
Good.
you're the apple of my pie.
You're the pineapple of my eye.
You're the pineapple of my
You
pie.
gotta bring it down. You gotta bring it down. Wow. He looks a little more coherent in this one.
I tried to make his lips look significantly less racist. They were kind of bothering me.
Mine? I just drew him like Homer Simpson's eyes.
A smorgasbord.
What's in a smorgasbord?
I think it's like a
little bit
buffet,
of
kind
everything.
of.
A what?
A buffet, kind of.
Basically,
it's
yeah.
a
Is
smorgasbord
it like
of different.
a charcuterie board kind of buffet, or like a like nonsensical arrangement?
I think it could be anything. I think
Can
a
you
smorgasbord
put yours
is
up,
like a-
Shelton?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can
I
you,
think a
One more.
smorgasbord is
My
like a
life. They
collection.
are.
Can you
They're.
put up your Mumbly Joe?
Huh?
Can you put up your Mumbly Joe?
Ooh, I think I just had a breakthrough.
Okay, well, I won't make
All right.
it too big.
Where did the tab go? And minimize for 1 second. There we go. All right. I want to see yours as eyebrows.
Ooh,
Oh, we have very similar eyebrows, Shelton.
I want them to be like cockeyed.
I drew a second version, and I think it really captures the spirit of Mumbly Joe.
hold on. Let me get you.
I want to see both. I feel like Mumbly Joe on the right seems more approachable than Mumbly Joe on the left. There's something about his neck being so slender that makes him seem less threatening.
Hmm.
But also, he has a jacket in yours.
Yeah,
Mine was like a really poorly drawn collar. So I'm
I
gonna
thought
add-
it was maybe a jacket collar, but I wasn't really sure.
seems more like a raincoat.
Yeah, it does look a lot more like your raincoat than mine. So your eyebrows are very
How do you spell smorgasbord?
Like this.
perfect. Oh wait, you spelled
Wait.
it wrong. Hot.
Can he not say things though?
He can only say a smorgasbord.
Well, he says a lot. It's just you can't really make it out because he's mumbling so much. But
when
the
he
only
gets
time you really can
excited
understand
about
him is when he says, "A smorgasbord."
Yeah, the excitement just makes it a lot more
I ran out of room for the letters, so it just I don't know.
clear. Just mumbles. The only time he doesn't mumble. That's a great voice for him.
That was Porky the Pig.
Yes, Timothy. We have another. Oh, you're adding some color.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm
Interesting.
tired.
I'm tired too. Maybe I should go to bed.
I feel like this needs one more thing. A birthday cake. Or a cupcake. It does need Timothy.
Maybe Timothy's wearing the cupcake like a hat.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Maybe the cupcake's wearing Timothy.
I like the way you think, Skunky Beaumont. I was at the Field Museum, and Hot the Cat told me that you used to have a box of assorted things that people could look at while under the influence of drugs. And a ton of them were like different kinds of gemstones and rocks and minerals, and I thought that was cool.
It is cool, and yes, I have actually several boxes.
But there was a period where you had a dedicated box for like just the cool stuff to like bring out when people were over.
Still got that box. That's the OG. But I also have a rocks and minerals box. I have a box of cave stuff.
Why?
Like guano.
Like stalactites and stalagmites.
How big is the box?
What's the difference between those things?
One is hanging up and one is pointing up, or hanging down and pointing up.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stalactites hang down, stalagmites build up from the floor.
Oh, I don't know why Timothy looks so sad in this.
I can't wait to see it.
Well, I don't know if it's Timothy, but I did draw
The snake.
I might have to incorporate.
That's Jimothy.
Jimothy?
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you about my favorite object in the museum?
Great.
He does look like quiet
Hold on one
or
second.
something.
Skunky.
I think he had the emo hair, and I just was like, I'm gonna roll with this.
Yeah, he kind of does look like someone that maybe you also wouldn't be able to understand very well.
He's like,
I think maybe it's because he whispers. He's just really, and then maybe that's why Miss Bird is like, "Yes, Timothy," because normally Timothy is kind of quiet, and it's hard to hear what he says.
Well, I like that.
Sometimes his comments are really sarcastic, but you can't.
Great.
Skunky,
What's your favorite thing, Skunky?
Oh, my favorite object in the Field Museum lives in the Granger Hall of Gems, and it's upstairs.
Yeah, you were there.
And it is a plesiosaur vertebrae fossil that has not been replaced by just typical stone fossil material, but is an opal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that might have been removed
It was out for research.
for research. Damn it! It would be the one thing.
Damn, that's my favorite object in the entire Field Museum.
And we didn't get to see it. You'll have to come back.
Damn. Yeah.
So,
well,
Hot the Cat, you went to the museum too?
I did.
Why didn't you say something?
I did.
Earlier
No.
when you weren't paying attention.
Oh.
It was. It might have been before you got on the show. I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably. I think you said you were talking about it before I got on.
Jimothy surprised his friend Mumbly Joe with a smorgasbord for his birthday.
I like
bet.
it.
Yeah, he looks like he's sufficiently freaking out about the smorgasbord.
My Uber driver on the way to the Field Museum had a pet snake. Wait, can you hold it up for another second?
Oh,
Did he have it there?
No.
Good.
People don't just bring their pet snake on their Uber
not
ride.
that you know of. Could have been like in Tupperware under the seat or something.
I would have just leave it in the back seat.
We spent a while talking about snake poop, because snake poop is one of the worst smells
Really?
there is. Are snakes' tongues always like that? And there's like two little
Hold
things.
on. I want to see yours. Oh, yeah. Look at Timothy.
Oh, it's cute.
I accidentally made him smiling.
I mean, he smiles sometimes. It's not like he's bitter or anything. He's just kind of a little sarcastic.
Just like, why can't you fucking hear me? I don't understand what I get to me. I'm trying to listen.
That's a perfect Timothy voice.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Okay.
And also, it was good because it sounded like I should be able to understand it, but I couldn't.
Good. Can we do something real quick? Where you bring that image back up, and I'm gonna make you full screen. If you can make that as big as you can as possible, and then if you can do that voice real quick again.
I understand why you can't just fucking listen. So I don't understand why you fucking understand me. Quit talking, and all I do is smorgasbord, and that's all you can fucking hear from him. But I say I listen, and no one ever fucking listens, especially Miss fucking Bird.
I'm hearing a lot of swearing from this second grader.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff going on.
Misunderstood.
Who's that?
Timothy.
Misunderstood? Who's she?
I'm not doing that.
No, that's the third grade teacher. Misunderstood.
Oh.
Please, if someone draws her, please just put a
I'm
slash.
actually doing
A
that
slash
right now.
that says misunderstood. But I can't picture who that would look like.
Misunderstood.
Who's the
I'll
lady?
help you.
Who's
Hey,
the,
you know, I feel like misunderstood is only ever seen from behind. Like we never see what she actually looks like.
Darn it, I've already drawn her from the front.
I feel
So
like
maybe this will be
misunderstood
the only
all the
picture of her.
you know.
You feel like what?
I feel like people understand her all the time. Like the Rosetta
Yeah.
Stone.
They understand her even if they don't understand her.
I can't help but think about that Pink album called Misunderstood.
Oh,
I'm just like a pin. Don't give me you. Sorry. Instead of making me better, you keep making me you. So I'm gonna run to as fast as I can to the middle of nowhere. To go by. Anybody else know the song?
yeah,
No.
I like the song.
I don't.
You don't like it?
No, I don't know it.
No. I'm getting a little tired.
What?
I don't know how. Hallelujah. That was nice. I yawned and then that just turned into that. I really enjoyed that little moment there.
What turned into what?
I yawned and then I decided to sing Hallelujah because it was the same.
Oh.
It was the same tone in which I yawned. I watched a video on TikTok the other day that fucked me up. It was like they showed like how Adele's voice sounds exactly like Sam Smith's if you tone it down, and then her voice, or if you turn, like if you pitch it down, like Sam Smith's voice sounds like Adele's voice. If you like, like down or up, one or the other, like I can't remember, but. And then Justin Bieber's voice sounds like Post Malone's voice.
Huh. I knew that people said Sam Smith sounded a lot like Adele. But I didn't know that about Justin Bieber and Post Malone.
It's like it's if you pitch them down, and like
Mhm.
I'll send you a link to the video because I don't think we can share it if it's like a I don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's legally allowed, but I would totally be interested in seeing it.
It like blew my brain up yesterday, and I couldn't stop thinking about it all day. And then I forwarded it to a couple of my senior friends, and I was like, "Can you explain the science behind this? Like, there's got to be like some weird like maybe people like things in a specific tone or whatever from certain areas." of the world."
People, like things that sound similar but different to things they've heard before. This is misunderstood.
I asked for a sash.
I did not hear you. Did you say a stash?
A sash that says misunderstood.
Oh, I broke both of the requests, but Hot followed both of the requests, so I think
I
that's
think I prefer. I think my last drawing of this evening, because I'm tired, will be Hot's version of misunderstood.
fine, but I like mine.
I mean, the thing about it is that like she's so well understood that she doesn't even have to turn her back. Like she doesn't have to turn around and face the class because she's just you can understand her. so
Why does
well.
she need to wear a sash that says misunderstood then?
Because she wants to be understood very easily.
She's of high importance. It's
But
an
it's
And
also
also, it happens to be her name, but also she won a contest when she was younger for the misunderstood contest.
So she is understood. She won a contest called Misunderstood. Her name is Misunderstood.
A shoe-in, really.
Yeah. I mean, the understoods have been winning that competition for years.
Well, that sounds like nepotism to me.
Well, they're not
No, they
judging
just-
it. They're understood.
Judging it.
Yeah, they grow up in a strong tradition of elocution and diction.
and 4 fingers.
Yeah, apparently.
That's like the one thing ours has in common.
You wouldn't believe what she looks like from the front.
Is that a cigarette in her hand?
Like this?
Is it a cigarette in her hand?
No, it's a piece of chalk.
She doesn't need chalk if she's so well understood.
Sometimes
What
you just gotta write. You gotta
doesn't
write the
see it
homework on there.
What if she
Yeah,
doesn't-
she's catering to visual learners. That's why she's so well understood.
Yeah, absolutely.
she somehow caters to visual learners, experimental learners, or experiential learners, and auditory learners all at the same time?
Incredible. An inspiration.
That sounds psychedelic.
She's pretty cool.
My Misunderstood has green eyes
Good for her.
and wears a large
I mean-
blonde wig.
All right. I ran out of room at the top of this page, so like it's just like her bangs haircut, I guess. So I'm
So
sharing.
you cut off her head. It actually kind of works in
Can I
this
see it?
case, though.
Oh yeah. It's pretty good misunderstood.
Oh, I also drew your snake, but I think I missed some lines.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. It's a good Jimothy.
Yeah.
I would like to just put it out there now that these, unless anyone here disagrees, these are all free domain characters. Feel free to use them however you'd like.
I think that they are all extremely proprietary, copyrighted
I disagree.
And somebody has to pay $100 to use even one letter.
Well,
from
let's
one of
see.
their names.
Dang, Max, you're gonna get the down votes again.
Anish Kapoor, fucker.
What'd you say, Shelton?
I said you're like an Anish Kapoor kind of motherfucker.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Boo!
I've become
Boo!
a true monster.
Boo! Today I explained who Anish Kapoor is to Ryan, who had not heard of Anish Kapoor before. But I can't remember the name of the artist who made the pinkest pink to be a wiener. And I like them.
I don't know. I've never heard of that. But yeah, I actually like that idea. It would be fun to see more people. I mean, the idea of, people being able to use these characters. I think that would be fun.
Man, I'm a little bummed that our wizard, my wizard friend was my friend Griffin, and he's an illustrator, and it would have been nice to
Oh, that would have been cool.
him
Well,
join us.
if they are public domain, he can do it some other time. Make greeting cards with them.
Yeah. I really hope to see those Mumbly Joe greeting cards starting to happen.
Hey, Joe
That
is
would be perfect.
Are you guys all doing this on one page, or I think you did different pages, right?
I did different pages.
I've used 2 pages.
I mean, I love it with the chalkboard. I really like that. That's great.
Yeah, I like it too.
She doesn't even need that big of a chalkboard. She can make it work.
We can work it out. All right, I'm holding up this is the last of it.
Yes, Timothy.
Yes, Timothy. A smorgasbord.
Timothy. Yes, Timothy.
I think I need to go to bed.
Me too.
Are you sure you don't want to spin the wheel of Amy?
What's that?
Okay, I'll spin the wheel of Amy. I don't think we've seen this.
It's okay.
Why have we waited this whole time?
Because
do
it just never really came up feeling right.
I'm down to spin the wheel of Amy. I
mean,
one specific thing, and then I'm down to spin the wheel.
All right. So this is one day I made the wheel of Amy, and it's just Amy and I. Are you ready to spin the wheel of Amy? The wheel of Amy. Got a lot of great choices here.
Oh Lord, you should have brought this up during my while some of my friends were on the show. Go ahead and spin the wheel of Amy.
See what comes up.
What happens when it lands on something?
Animal sex. Wow, I'm gonna think of what animal I want to talk about. Well, I feel like we're gonna interpret sex as like biological, and that we saw a butterfly at the Field Museum today that was I gotta think of the word of what it was. I keep calling it an intersex butterfly, but it was
A hermaphrodite?
So one side of it had sex characteristics of a female butterfly of that same species, and the left side of it had the male characteristics of that
Oh, like a
species.
chimera?
Huh?
Like a chimera?
Is that what it's called?
I think so. That might be referring to different traits, but I think so.
The word that we saw today was gyandromorph
Gyandromorph.
or gyandromorph.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen to show this. Click, present, share screen. You ready? Boom. Gyandromorphism. Spelled
Haven't heard of that.
like gynecologist, so Gyandro. And it's common with birds and insects. And sometimes, I think mostly birds and insects.
I didn't know that. So that's very interesting.
It was pretty cool. And
Yeah.
the chicken one is really cool.
I have seen a picture of a lobster like that before. I didn't know that was from gynandromorphism.
It's like a DNA thing. It's like when it's like forming.
Do they like reproduce?
I don't know.
I think can't intersex things. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
So I think certain animals I think a lot of animals that are considered gyandromorphs. Like I don't know if like hyenas are considered that because they're like intersex too, but they can. I think
I don't think all hyenas are intersex.
all of them are. All of them are both male and female.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why they
Huh.
chose Whoopi Goldberg's voice in, because it's like kind of masculine and feminine in The Lion King. Wow, this beetle one is really cool.
Oh, that's wild.
Wow.
This guy in the background of this one. Why? The one that we saw today, was it like this one?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Isn't that cool? I can't remember which one we saw.
Yeah, I can't remember either. It was kind of like those. That's so weird. Like it was not very colorful on one side and more colorful on the other side is how I remember it.
But like with birds, a lot of times it's like they're cut like right down the middle, like the right hand side and the left hand side.
Bilateral gynandromorphism.
We also learned that the percentage of redhead, or like I already knew this, but the percentage of redheads, like that's 1 to 2% of the population, and that's the same amount of the population that is intersex in humans. Which just means that there are different sex characteristics that are different than like you may contain both, or like parts of being like both, and like a lot of people who are intersex just don't even know that they are.
So my takeaway from this is redheads are hyenas. Is that right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And redheads are all intersex, right?
No.
Yeah, that was the leap that I was. Yeah, got it.
I hope that no one walks away thinking that.
I don't think somebody would. That would be foolish.
So all redheads are voiced by Whoopi Goldberg. Got it.
I hope that someone takes that away.
Yeah, if someone could please take that away.
Please, please.
That would be great.
Yes, Timothy.
I really wish, like, when you asked me what I learned today at the Field Museum, that I could have said Polynesia. I, like, just struggled with the word. I think it's just hard for me to say. I didn't like that there was a name of, like, there was a name of a place that, like, you're not supposed to call something, but they didn't have, like, a politically correct word for it.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So there was, like, a place in the world that they, like, were like, this is the name of the place, and it's in big font, and then it says this is no longer the correct term.
What was the place?
It's an island
Well,
area.
it's like a group of culturally similar islands in the Pacific.
Yeah. And it was originally named after people with darker skin. So that's all I'm going to say on
Was it like an offensive term?
I mean, they say that you're no longer supposed to use it, so probably.
Hmm.
I mean, it was just called. It was called Melanesia.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the melon part was like melanin?
Yeah. But they didn't provide like a term that was like correct, you know? They were like, it's no longer called this.
So you're just not allowed to refer to this location anymore.
Well, I don't think they're like officially collected together. I think it was just like a way of classification for Europeans.
But then they like don't know what to call it outside of that because they're not actually grouped together. Like they don't associate the same way that like the grouping they do share some parts of similar culture, but they're all very different. Like when basically what we learned is that the different islands in there like had different weaponry, different dances, different like I don't want to say foods. I can't remember if they mentioned anything about food. Was that the part? Was that also included with the part with the boars?
What?
That area? No, it wasn't because that was a different part of the exhibit.
I mean, I think there were boars there, but that wasn't the spot where they were like especially talking about it. And there were like the masks and everything with the boar tusks. And
that was what country again?
I don't remember.
I think I might have taken a picture. It's hard to remember. Like you just absorb a lot of information. Also, we actually went through the exhibit backwards. Which,
oh no.
Yeah, so it made it less cohesive to understand because we went backwards. Still really cool though.
Yeah, I mean, I was joking. It doesn't matter that much. I just thought it would be funny to like overly exaggerate how serious that was.
I mean, I'm sure it was fine.
Yeah. It might have made it a little bit harder to understand some things, but I'm sure you picked up plenty.
We put it together after the walking through 2 things or 3 things. That it was all countries that were in Polynesia.
Does Melanesia have anything to do with Polynesia?
Yeah, it's inside.
Nearby.
Oh.
No, I guess it's not. It's not in it. It's like slightly to the right.
That almost sounds like a fake explanation for some reason.
I think
Just
is it-
remember. You got to just remember that any of the dark-skinned inhabitants of Polynesia that are not Melanesians are just sparkling melanated individuals, unless they come from the Melanesia region.
What?
That was a champagne joke. Whoosh.
Oh,
I absolutely do not get it.
Champagne's only champagne if it comes from the Champagne region of France. Otherwise, it's just
Okay.
sparkling wine.
This area
Oh, okay.
is indigenous people that are of the region that includes Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and parts of Indonesia, but specifically the Papua, not Papua New Guinea, but Papua, and then Maluka, New Cambodia, Vanuatu,
I think
and
it's Caledonia.
Heard
Caledonia,
that before.
and then it was this and the Solomon Islands. So I'm gonna look up where Fiji is.
You guys ever seen the Fiji mermaid?
Huh?
Is it that fake mermaid somebody made in like the 1800s?
Yeah, you take the back half of a fish and the front half of a monkey and you sew them together and you got a Fiji mermaid.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah.
People actually thought that was real.
Oh, we saw that the elephants that they have at the Field Museum in the main Great Hall were the first attempt to accurately portray what, like, accurately taxidermy elephants. So we were really wondering what the elephants before that, like the taxidermies before that, might have looked like.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah, that would be really
I can chime in on this one actually. I know
Really?
something. There is. Oh, this is great. There's a really interesting bit of taxidermy history with the Field Museum, and they have a photo of it in like the group lunch area, where the first walrus that was taxidermied was done at the Field Museum, and naturally, when they gather specimens in the field, at least at this era, they would hunt the animal, collect it, and then they would eat the animal and just save its skin and bring that back for the taxidermist. And I guess there was no communication between the collector of the specimen and the taxidermist, so the taxidermist just stuffed it full, so it had none of the characteristic wrinkles of a walrus. It looked like just a giant. It was giant, round, strut like a balloon.
I need to look this
That's
up.
so stupid.
I need to look
I
this
would imagine that perhaps the elephant might have been a similar case.
I feel like you've told us this before. Oh my god. No, I need
It's one
to
of my favorite facets of taxidermy history.
I think that's so absurd.
Lordy.
What?
Are you ready? Are you
Yes,
ready?
I'm ready.
Click.
Amazing.
It's so huge.
I really wish that there was scale to. Oh yeah, can you go to the one with the guy?
That seems like an accurate.
Oh yeah, no, that actually seems.
What is this?
That's an accurate one.
I'm gonna click on terrible taxidermy.
Terrible taxidermy.
I really want to specifically look up the elephant if we can.
Terrible elephant taxidermy. Oh dear lord, these are scary. Oh, look at this tiny raccoon. What is going on?
A lot.
There's like taxidermied animals in funny outfits on Etsy. They're kind of great though. All right. Crappy taxidermy. This elephant looks like it has like the front of it, but then the back half is just like wrinkly and like saws behind it. This just looks cringe. I don't even.
That's weird.
I guess this is woolly mammoth, but it looks more like an elephant. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that is. Here's one of the Field Museum, and it's a good example.
Yeah, it's one too saw. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's many pictures of people trying before that. But I'm glad we got that walrus.
Yeah.
It
Because
didn't look as bad as I imagined.
it's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, but I thought it was going to be like a round balloon.
I mean, it kind of is.
Oh, this is the perfect article.
Not just about this subject, just in general.
Okay, 18th
Yeah.
century lion.
They just hit everything perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, what more do you need? It's the article to read, and you don't have to read again after that.
Yeah. If anybody out there is interested in taxidermy, the history of taxidermy at Milwaukee's Public Museum is absolutely fantastic.
Look at this terrible platypus one.
Zoom in, please.
Oh,
I just feel like they're not as fat as they look in these pictures. Also, what is happening right underneath here? There's like an animal holding on to the thing that holds the thing up below. I don't know. Oh. Hot, are you looking at this one?
Oh, yikes.
I don't know.
Oh my god. Now that's the level of quality I was hoping to see.
Yeah, it's an ocelot in Berlin, and the one on the right I think is a photo of one in real life, and then the one on the left is a terrible taxidermist.
It looks like that
No,
one
the
painting that lady redid of Jesus.
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh, actually, so the one on the right is taxidermy. It's not real.
Oh, they did a good job on that one. Maybe that's like the first try, and then the one on the right's the 10th try.
That's like so the one on the right is 1934, and the other one is a 19th century.
Yeah, that one says there that it's from 1818 by someone who had never seen a live ocelot and had nothing but the skin and a few sketches of the animal.
I think even if you hadn't seen a live ocelot, you probably could tell that is incorrect.
It kind of looks more like a hyena.
It kind of looks like a deformed ocelot, or like just very deformed and poorly put together. And even if you never saw a live ocelot, you should know that that's not right.
I feel like it looks like a hyena.
All right, you critics. Let's see you take a whack at taxidermy.
The Hut Show does taxidermy.
That's the next episode. God, I guess I have to go kill some cats.
The next episode, we're going to be having a nice time with Ryan and John.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Whom?
Don't you guys think it looks like...
I don't actually know if I know John's last name for sure.
I do, but we don't have to share it. Because...
Yeah. But John is Ryan's old roommate, a past roommate.
Cool.
And should just be a pretty silly time.
Sounds fun. I'm gonna go. I need to go to bed.
Should we do the
negative 1 hour ago?
Maybe it's about that time. I'm getting the feeling like maybe I should get going. You know, maybe we should hit the old dusty trail. Thanks so much for coming. Shelton, happy birthday. I hope
happy
you've
birthday.
had a really wonderful birthday.
My birthday special.
I'm really happy you were able to come. And I'm glad some of your friends came and you got to meet that baby. Oh, nice.
That was so cute. I'm gonna sing along. Is that cool?
That was the hot show. Thank y'all for coming down. That was the hot show. Thank y'all for sticking around.
Around.
Hope you had some fun, but now the show is done.
Done.
Go on, get out of here. Thanks so much. Have a great night.
Join us,
Toodaloo.
John, next week.
Toodaloo.